Hello, and welcome back, Empowered Ones. As always, I'm so grateful and honored that you're here with me today because that means to me that you're ready to take this time for you to raise your consciousness, to unfold and uncover those gifts within you and to do business differently, to do life differently. So I want to just really give you a high five and welcome you here today. Today, our topic is so near and dear to my heart. It's called spiritual currency. It's my own unique twist on all of this law of attraction and manifesting and abundance talk, right? I want to share with you why it's important, what it is, what it can do for you. And I want to share the other side of it, that if you don't connect with this, if you don't understand and create the shift, that business will be hard. You will be like, okay, but I know all of this. I know how to do all of this, but getting clients will be a challenge. They won't flow to you. Or you'll have the clients, but the money won't flow to you. Weird things will happen in life that you're just like, oh, it just feels so hard. It's not meant to be that way. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. And I actually do a longer call in this, but it's absolutely gorgeous outside here in Seattle. It's April and the skies are so blue. So I'm ready to get outside and play a little bit. So I'm going to make this quick. All right. So where do we want to start? For those of you that are not familiar with me, my name is Debra Larson. I'm a divine leader of transformation and self-empowerment. And I am the founder of Simply Empowered by Debra. I am a coach. I am an author. I have courses. I'm actually an energy healer and a reader as well. And I use all of those things combined to help you really step into your most purposeful path. So I empower highly conscious entrepreneurs and those of you that are seeking your life purpose mission to serve, to be, do, and have not just a business that you desire, but the life that you desire. We combine the two because we want a lifestyle business. No longer are the days that you work 24/7. You work, and you don't play. We want to combine the two. And too many of you are working from home right now, that if you haven't figured out how to get that beautiful rhythm between the two of them, I bet you're struggling a little bit. So we want to do away with that. So let's get started with today's topic. And if you want to reach out to us more, you want to be part of a high vibe entrepreneurial group and group of those that are seeking to fulfill their life purpose mission, look at the link below. There is a complimentary Simply Empowered Interactive. I would love for you to be a part of that and to join us. Join in on the conversation. Don't be shy and share any way that feels good to you. All right, let's get started, shall we? So spiritual currency. What is it? Spiritual currency is a vibrational state of mind. It's a vibrational state of gratitude that when aligned with your beliefs and thoughts and feelings of a full heart, it creates abundance in your life. It's like a ripple effect of abundance all over the place. And I kid you not, I can walk out my front door some days, and I just look at nature. I look at the flowers, the trees, the smell of the Puget Sound, the waters, and I'm in awe. And I'll have just this feeling of, oh my goodness, I am so grateful to be here. And it really truly is a state of mind, because I could just as easily walk out that front door and go, this is happening, because life still happens, right? But it's how you look at it. And so here's the thing, when it comes to money, I want you to really relax your thoughts on this idea that abundance and wealth has to come from a green paper bill. Now, of course, I teach how to make money. I teach how to share your gifts with the world and monetize those gifts in a way that you're being of pure service. So it doesn't feel like a business because you're sharing your gifts and people are giving you money to say thank you. I'm so grateful and gracious for what you've given me. That's how you make money. It's from connecting and serving. But for today, for this topic, abundance comes in so many forms, right? And when you can connect to that, that raises your vibration, that abundance will come to you in all areas, including money. But our focus isn't on the money. So the interesting part of this is exactly what I'm saying here, is that the more you lean into your spiritual currency, all that you are grateful and all of the abundance that you can connect with in your life, all those things that mean so much to you, whether it's the smell of salt air and seeing a flower, or a hug from your mom, or a lick on your face from your puppy dog, the more abundance that you lean into, even if it feels silly at first, you will attract more abundance into your life, and the easier money will begin to flow, the easier clients will come to you, the easier clients will be like, oh my gosh, here, take my money. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wouldn't you want that for yourself? Wouldn't you want that? And some of you aren't entrepreneurs, and that's totally okay too. But when you're stepping into this life purpose mission to serve, even if you're not doing it through your business, other people are going to want to give back to you. The whole law of giving and receiving. They're going to want to give back to you in their own way, right? That's probably even so much better and bigger than money. So unfortunately, so many of us go into this mode of fear, especially when things aren't quite the way that we want them to be. Or thinking gets into that stinking thinking, right? You know what I'm talking about. I know you do. And we think that we need more money before we can fully step into our spiritual currency, that we can fully step into this place of abundance because we feel like we're not making enough, or we're not attracting enough, or we don't have enough, or enough personal items or wealthy things, whatever it is for you. You just feel like you don't have enough. But the beautiful part of this is when you can connect to the abundance, even if it's something as simple as the smell of fresh cut grass, right? I mean, gosh, that just takes me back to childhood days. I love fresh cut grass. I love the smell of it. So when you can step into your personal currency, attracting personal wealth, the true wealth that resides from within, I always say wealth begins from within. And this is acquired through setting a strong foundation in gratitude. And when you can do that, when you can step into that, you're going to be attracting everything goodness into your life. And there is no good or bad really per se. It's just how you look at it. It's how you connect with it. So the thing here is that conditioning begins normally, with our parents or an adult in our life with loving or negative beliefs. It could be either or. And sometimes it's carried over from past lives. If you're like me, many, many past lives. And this stuff is in our unconscious and it holds on to us as we grow older. And so, you could be my age. I'm 51 and you for some reason are challenged with maybe going up a level within your business, taking your business past a certain level. You've hit like this, point that you can't get past that for some reason. You don't understand. You put everything into it. Well, lo and behold, you had this unconscious belief of not being good enough and never even knew it because it was such a whisper. Yeah, true story, by the way. And I'm very high vibrational, but I had this limiting belief running. Nothing that came to the conscious mind. I had no idea once we removed that, because I believe that mindset and the energy healing and getting rid of or moving through, leaning into that stuff to really take a look at it, and so we can move past it and not stay stuck in the story, right? And when we can do that, some of that stuff needs to be cleared away from a much deeper level, meaning lifetimes, and from a much higher vibrational level. And when we do that, everything opens up. It's just amazing. So we can stay in this place of saying, oh, I'm blocked, or something's blocking me. And sometimes we're using that as a scapegoat. I don't want that for you. When we either create abundantly or we create limiting, right? There's either or. We're either going to create abundance or we're going to create lack. I guess lack is a better word. And where the challenge begins is when there are limitations within these beliefs that you begin to try to align them with this higher vibrational state of gratitude, and you're not congruent, right? That you have these lower vibrational thoughts, but here you're trying to step into this other place, and so you feel blocked and you feel unable to attract and become or do or have whatever it is that you truly desire in life, including wealthy things, including physical manifestations. That's totally fine. It's okay for you to be abundant in all areas of your life. Spirit Source wants you to be abundant. It's just that as you grow, as you evolve, you're going to understand what really creates abundance for you, what you connect with. And you can be very spiritually evolved and be very, very wealthy, and many spiritually evolved people are wealthy as well. And the reason being is because they're able to attract it. It's like a second thought. They're stepping into this higher vibrational place with their thoughts and with their actions. And so the money just comes. Even if they're working for it, it just comes because it's all in alignment. So if you feel that there are limitations or lack, I want you to really begin to shift into this misconception of that there is lack and step into pure gratitude that there is more than enough, because there always is. And everyone on this planet is deserving, and it's just a matter of recognizing that we live in an abundant place. So owning and understanding this thought here, and living it by filling your heart with pure gratitude, with your experiences, your abundant experiences, your abundance of your surroundings and your connections and the beautiful people in here with this full heart. That's when you begin to attract the other part, the other side. So owning this belief will help you become more aligned, combine the spiritual currency and all that you're grateful for, and really feel into this with your full heart, and watch the floodgates begin to open up for you, full of abundance. I promise you. I do. So what happens is that so many conscious entrepreneurs, awakening entrepreneurs, they believe that they're being greedy. They believe that they're being greedy for charging too much for their services in a way that really reflects the true value of what they're offering or putting out there into the world. And, some believe that they will be a bad person if they associate money with the services that they offer. And, I think this has been going on a long time with healers and holistic practitioners from way back when that was instilled in them. And what happens is we unconsciously give away our services or discount our services, and there's no need to. There's no need to trade your services. There's no need to devalue them. There is a place for consciously creating and pricing a product that may be of a smaller amount, but you're consciously doing that. You're not doing it to prove your worth. Okay. And so I just really want you to connect with this because it's all connected. The spiritual currency connects all of these things. And let's take a moment and lean into the idea that it's really not about becoming more abundant than you currently are. It's about connecting with the spiritual currency of what you are already abundant in. So just kind of breathe into that. If you feel it, or if you, not if you feel, if you focus, that's the word. If you focus on lack, then you will be abundant in lack. And you will experience, you guessed it, abundance of lack. So this is why we start here. This is why we start with spiritual currency. This is why we start with really leaning into gratitude first. And it seems so simple. It seems way too simple. And you can see that this is a foundational step to bringing true wealth and abundance into your life. And it doesn't have to be a long, drawn out process. And what we need to remember is that the soul really doesn't care about complaining and lack and the lack or the complaining or the dismal place that you may feel it sometimes. It only cares about what you're currently experiencing, the awareness that is currently in your present moment right now, right at this, right in the now. So if you have awareness in lack and frustration and fear, that is what you're going to get back because that's where your focus is right now. And that is how you're feeling right now. You understand this, you see this, right? So even though we are talking about the simple shifting of your experience to everything you feel right now in your life to pure gratitude, I want to give you the pieces of the puzzle when it comes to manifesting. So let's dive into the manifesting process a little deeper in the most simplistic way without going into the whole thing that everybody talks about. But everything begins with the thought, right? So make that thought of pure gratitude by leaning into your spiritual currency. I mean, I don't care what it is. The wind blew in my face today. Oh my gosh, that felt so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Be corny about it if you have to, right? I drank this amazing water today. Well, you should be giving your water love anyhow because it'll shift the structure of it. So your emotional feelings are what vibrates out into the world, into becoming, into being. So let's make your feelings one of pure joy and bliss and grace by staying in the present moment. And so even if your feelings, that there's something that's challenging that's coming in, you can just take a look at that moment and say, okay, what is this trying to share with me? So And then that's when you can breathe into it. And so maybe you're not so happy about it, but you can at least neutralize it, right? By being aware and consciously, like, what is being reflected back to me. So remember, whatever you put out there through your emotions, you're going to get back energetically. And really connect with this. Your reality is reflecting back to you, is mirroring back to you either what is already within you, or for something, or perhaps something that you stand for, right? Something that maybe you've already moved through, but you stand for it, that you're like triggered because you're like, oh my gosh, I stand up for this. So it's either something already within you that you need to heal, or that you have healed, so you're aware of it, or something that you stand for. So more on that later. And if you're putting it out into the world, lower vibrational, lower frequency feelings and thoughts, and focusing on all the negative stuff and connecting with some not so high frequency beliefs, you'll get back in the physical realm a match that is lower vibration. So I know that you get this, and this is why it's so important to really connect with your spiritual currency that you have in your life right now, right at this moment, with pure gratitude. And it all just starts right here. And the physical reality is like a mirror that is tuning into your thoughts, right? Reflecting back to you what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and energetically putting out there into the world. And if you think about this, it's kind of freaking cool when you think about it, right? This is awesome that my reality is sharing with me what I like and what I don't like and what needs to be shifted. So a beautiful part of this whole thing is that you can decide to change your frequency if you don't like what's being reflected back to you. And it's as simple as shifting into the clarity around you and your spiritual currency, and feeling into all that you are grateful for. You see, you understand this. Please tell me you do, because the other part of making the shift is getting crystal clear on what beliefs no longer serve you, and pull them out like weeds. And I have a beautiful meditation on this, and it's part of my Creating Abundance Gratitude Kit. If you go to my website, you can get that. It's a whole kit. It has meditation, affirmations, and affirmations are really worthless unless you're putting feelings into it and really connecting with them through abundance, through your spiritual currency. So always remember that, right? It's my free gift to you. And I have a Simply Empowered Interactive. It's complimentary. It's a high vibe, people looking to fully step into their purpose, which they already are. They're already on their path. And entrepreneurs that are highly conscious entrepreneurs that are taking their gifts and putting them out into the world to serve, to raise the vibration of the world through what they are sharing. And we would love to have you there. So just always remember that you can begin to replace lower beliefs with ones that feel good to you and are much, much more effective in creating the life and the business you desire, so that you can step fully into your purpose. Doesn't that feel good? One easy shift. I just kind of got into that a lot. Sorry. So with these new beliefs come new emotions, new thoughts, new actions that are much more in alignment with who you desire to be, who you desire to become and do and have in your life. Thus, by gaining clarity and bringing this into your reality, will be reflective of all those ideas. And from that, that's where life just really starts to give you everything that you want, whether it's material items or your spiritual currency. Everything will start to raise up. All your connections, all your relationships, whether it's your business clients or with your family, with your loved ones, with your spouse, right? So on that note, always remember, wealth begins from within. Thanks so much for being here. Much love to all of you. Bye.